Hey, what's up guys, Procast here. I'm doing a Twilight deck profile for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. I actually like Twilight. It's one of my favorite versions to like Chaos Dragons and just general Lightsworns. This is going to be the level 8 Synchro build with like Malicious and Plague Spreader. But I play a lot of different other cards that may not be seen in other decks or other variants. And this will be after January 1st and Legacy of the Valiant. So starting off the deck profile, I play the 3 Judgment Dragons. Nothing is better than dropping a JD, blowing up the field, and just going for game. 1 BLS, because BLS is an amazing card, and he's one of the reasons why I play these Chaos Dragons, like Twilight builds, Twilight decks. Then I play 2 Chaos Sorcerers. Pretty much because Chaos Sorcerer runs 2, he's actually really good. He's also a level 6, so you can also go for the rank 6 plays with Malicious. He's also like an easy way to bait out your opponent's traps, allowing for your bigger plays and whatnot. They play 1 Dark Arm. You can manipulate the graveyard quite easily with your Malicious Plagues and your Plague Spreader, or Phantom of Chaos, because I do play him. And he's just really good because you can just keep banishing stuff, destroying cards, and you can always like put more darks into the grave as well. So you just keep on blowing up stuff until you have like an open field for an OTK. And for the last boss monster, I play 1 Gauze. I don't play Trag because I feel like Threatening Roar is a much better card than Trag. And Gauze is because you're not going to have like many, you're actually going to have no spell trap cards on the field, so you can always just drop a Gauze, get a strong token, and just use the Gauze for a win condition. That's it for the boss monsters. For everything up for the Lightsworn engines, I play 3 Luminous. Pretty much Lumina is going to be the monster reborn of the Lightsworn archetype. And pretty much all you have to do is you discard, target a Lightsworn in your graveyard, and special summon that Lightsworn. Ruling about Luminary is you can discard a Lightsworn. As long as you have a target in the graveyard before you discard, you can then special summon the Lightsworn monster you discarded. So if you discarded, say, Garroth, you can then special summon Garroth. It's actually really nice. Then I play 2 Lilas. I found like 3 was too many because like you're not gonna need like triple Lilas, triple MST for game 1, so you can always side in the 3rd Lila and 3rd MST. And pretty much Lila you target before you destroy, so you can target your opponent's back row if your opponent activates it or something else. Then you can just target another one, and then when that gets destroyed, then it goes to the defense position. So it's actually a really good card. And same with like Lumina, you mill 3 cards in your end phase. Putting your Plagues and Malicious into the graveyard, and all your other monsters in the graveyard, so you can get your JDs and Chaos plays. 1 Garroth, because the Lumina play and Garroth combo is good, but you wouldn't want to go Lumina, 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 Garroth, just because there's like not a lot of Lightsworns, and you'll actually just kind of ruin the Malicious and Plague Spreaders effects. So what would you do is have a Lumina, have a Garroth, and that's probably about it. Yeah, and Garroth is also in there for the name, so if you think about cutting Garroth because you wouldn't use the combo, think again because you actually want the name for JD. Then I'll just play 1 Aaron to get around stuff, 1 Jane to get over stuff, 1 Racco because everybody expects the Racco and it's slow. You don't want to like waste your summon on like a set, you want to like normal and then go off some plays. And for the last Lightsworn I play Celestia. It is a boss monster because you play the T-Rules. Celestia can be live, and it's actually extremely good because it's a mini boss monster. You just pop the field, blow up the field, or destroy 2 cards in the field anyway, and just go for those OTKs. That's it for the Lightsworns. For the Malicious and Plague Spreader build, I play the 3 Malicious and 2 Plague Spreader. Like, this is really good because even if you have Malicious in your hand and you can't use, and you have like, say, 2 Malicious in your grave or 1's banished, and Plagues in your graveyard, you can use Plague's effect to return your 1 Malicious in hand to the top of your deck. Then you can use your last Malicious to banish it, to special summon the Malicious you just added to the deck, and then you just go for a Synchro 8. It's actually a really good play to get your Malicious back into your deck, just in case if you have them in your hand. And it's a good way to use Plague Spreader's effect without going like minus or something. And Plague Spreader pretty much allows you to go for all your Synchros. It's actually really amazing, and goes really well with Tour Guide into Levier to get back your Plague Spreader, to get back your Malicious, or for more Synchro plays. So that's actually really amazing. And speaking of which, I play the 3 Tour Guides and Night Assailant. After like January 1st, Tour Guide went to 3, and it's actually extremely good in Twilight. Now you can go Tour Guide, Night Assailant, Levier, get back your banished Plague Spreader, get out a Malicious, and just go for another Synchro. It's actually so amazing. And for the last monster I play, 1 Phantom of Chaos. Because ideally you could just banish JD, pay 1,000 life points, blow up the entire field, and then go off with your Malicious and... there we go, Plague Spreader. A Plague Spreader plays. That's it for the main deck. And the good thing about this deck is that it's one of the very few decks you can actually play more than 40 cards. Because a lot of other decks, if you play more than 40, it just gets kind of like inconsistent and just kind of fails. For the spells, play 3 Solar Recharges. There are 9 Lightsworns, so there's like 3 Lightsworns per Solar Recharge. So every Solar Recharges, it will more likely be life. 1 charge of Light Brigade. It's a Searcher. You mill 3. Search out a Lightsworn, and it's actually one of the really good cards because you've got cards in the graveyard. And if you notice, I don't play Card Trooper because I found like there wasn't enough room in the deck, and I didn't want to play 44 because that felt like too much. 42 for Twilight seems like the perfect amount. And then I play 1 Allure because I play Triple Tour Guide. You can actually banish Plague Spreader from your hand. Then go Tour Guide, Night Assailant, get back your banished Plague Spreader, get out your Malicious from your graveyard, and go for another Synchro. So Allure is actually quite live in the deck when you just banish like a Plague Spreader. Then I play the 2 space. You have 2 space, 2 Lilas. That should be enough for any game 1 matchup. Play 2 Monster Reincarnations. Just in case you mill your boss monsters, you now have 2 ways of getting them back. So you can get back your JD, you can get back your BLS, Dark Arm. You name it, it's actually really good. And it's also a way to get your Malicious in graveyard, so if you like turn 2 and you mill like a lot, you can then get your, and you don't have Malicious in the graveyard, just put Malicious in the graveyard with Monster Incarnate, get back your JD, and just go off. Then play 1 Foolish Burial to put your Plagues, your 4th Lightsworn for JD, or your Malicious into the grave for your plays. And the final spell is just 1 Dark Hole because it's amazing to clear the board before going for your OTKs. And that's it for the spells. For the 3 traps, I play 3 Threatening Roars, pretty much. The deck requires some setup if you want to like OTK like turn 2 or turn 3. And Threatening Roars is actually just a really good card because it just stops your opponent completely. Because like if they don't see it coming, they're gonna like overextend. You Threatening Roar, and they're gonna be less likely to like Dark Hole the field or something. And that's just like a really strong card, and it's also used to stop you from losing to an OTK. For the extra deck, for the rank 3s, I play 1 Zenmains because it's defensive, 1 Levier because it actually gets back your Plague Spreaders and like some of your other banished cards, so it's actually really nice. 1 Levier Leviathan Dragon because it's a 25 beta. For the rank 4s, I don't actually own them, and it's the 1 Abyss Dweller, which I borrow, and 1 Lavarval Chain because it's expensive. Abyss Dweller is just for like the Mermail matchup, and Lavarval Chain is just to put your JD to the top of your deck, or to put your Malicious or Plague Spreader into the graveyard for your level 8 Synchros. For the only rank 6, I play 1 M7. F7 is just so you can put your JD back from your, or you put any of your boss monsters from your graveyard back to your hand, or you can just return one of your opponent's monsters and just swing for game. Because a lot of erratic players do that. Then just play 1 Guy Charger. Because once you use M7 spec, you just go for some piercing damage. For the Synchros, damn. I play 1 Catasta just as the only level 5 Synchro. 1 Orient Dragon to get over casual Synchros. 1 Paladin Sectron. It should be a HTS Psymoth, but I don't own one, so I'm just like testing it out. It's been pretty good because like a lot of times the set card your opponent plays is going to be a Mirror Force. So it just gets around Mirror Force and like can also just ram your opponent's like 2500 monsters. So it's actually quite useful in some situations. For the level 8 Synchros, play 1 Stardust, is amazing. 1 Thorial Archfiend. 1 Colossal Fighter, because he's actually quite good. It forces your opponent to get out like a monster destroyed by card effect, and you just get over that next turn. One Scrap Dragon, which is good because you can get out your Malicious Plagues, or you just set a Threatening Rule if you're going for game. Just pop that and just swing for game. And then one Crimson Blade for the Heretic and Momo matchups. That's it for the Twilight deck. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Please post a comment in the description below if you liked it. And this is Pro Custard signing out.